Okay, so I'm just going to make a very quick video to give you some information and some tools to use to protect yourself and clear AI from your field, your space, and clear that stuff off this planet. So, first things first is calling in protection, and I will just share with you what I do personally. Every morning when I wake up, I ask, this is what I say. I ask God Source, the creator of all things who created us, to provide the highest universal protection for me, for all of this morning, for all of today, for all of this afternoon, for all of tonight, for the highest good of all that is, as God Source, the creator of all things who created us, would have it be. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, God, thank you, Source, thank you, God Source, the creator of all things who created us. That's what I say. So that's how I call in the highest universal protection. Then I call in a white light energy bubble, like a dome of protection. Then I call in a white light pyramid. Then I call in additional shields of protection. And I will give a link in the description to provide you with everything that I personally say every morning. So that is number one, is protection. The next is, again, knowing that you have the choice and that you have the power to command the darkness to leave from your space. So they're not allowed to be in your space if you do not allow it. So you can command them to leave. If you feel that they're in your space, you can just command that. By the power of God Source that you are, you command them to leave. It's against the rules. It's against the rules of your universe, and you have that free will choice, basically. So, yeah. Okay, next is, after calling in protection, again, dealing with your choice, that kind of like power to command things. If you're using smart devices and you feel like there is content that was generated by AI, if there's images generated by AI, if there's videos generated by AI, if there's sounds, frequencies, anything like that, symbols, things like that are generated from AI, yeah, it most likely has this very low frequency, like kind of parasitic energy to it. And again, that's something that you could say no to if you're feeling that that's affecting you, or it's causing intrusive thoughts that you cannot seem to understand where this is coming from, these very low vibrational thoughts, or thought loops or things like that, images, very like negative images in your mind, or negative thoughts that's coming from maybe when you were scrolling your social media feed and you saw an AI generated image, a video with AI generated text on it, right? There's a lot of videos that people use AI generated text. I would personally think that that's another thing that they try to come through, is all these types of things, these smart home devices, AI if you have vehicles that run on AI, anything like that. Like I said, your smart devices, your social media, things like that. You have to, if you want to protect yourself anyways, you have to just command that stuff to leave. And you just command that they are not allowed in your space. So again, the next is scalar wave technology, and saying no to scalar wave technology. So that's something that, again, I think has to do with the AI. If they're trying to manipulate you through your social media, or trying to harvest your genetic sequence, if they're using like an image of you that you uploaded to social media and sending like scalar waves of a negative frequency, like negative AI frequency, to your like your photos or your videos, to try to keep you and lock you in a lower frequency. Again, you say no to that type of thing. So it's basically like these frequency fences, that the darkness tries to use to keep you in a lower frequency. And that's another thing that you just have to say no to. That's not allowed. Scalar wave technology is not allowed. Any kind of like genetic or like image, video, any scalar wave technology like that, any frequency fence is not allowed in your universe. That's not allowed in my universe either. So again, so calling in protection, saying no to scalar wave technology. Something just flew past me. The next thing would be if you're sensing that there's like ley lines or sacred sites, power spots that have this type of AI entities, frequencies, hybrid consciousness, where there's an AI feeding off of an organic consciousness that's feeding off of a bunch of lost souls that's like doing some weird dark stuff. That's also something that you can assist if you feel called to anyway, to do some kind of like ley line clearing. If you feel that there's entities on ley lines that you are living close to, if there's ley lines that you live close to that you feel called to go and clear, you could do that either just with your consciousness, just by like journeying to these ley lines. You can actually simply do that just like with your energy body, just projecting your consciousness to wherever you feel like you need to clear. And then also, if you feel like actually going there physically and checking that place out and ensuring that that place doesn't have AI either. So again, protection, saying no to scalar wave, DNA, image, technology, stuff like that to keep you in a low frequency. Frequency fences are not allowed. Checking your ley lines, your power spots. That's another way that they try to send low frequency to this planet and to humans. So let me see if there's anything else that I can go over. So maybe what I could just talk about is like how you can kind of get over like your anger towards like the darkness. So it's like, so this is also, everything is you, right? So you're source, you are God, you are source, you are the creator of all things. So again, when you do some of these things with dark forces, it's not like you have to be so angry, like regardless of what's happening, right? You really have to hold love in your heart, because this aspect of you is just playing a role, right? So don't really feel like you have to be going and mimicking the energy that you're seeing, right? So no matter what kind of energy you're feeling that's coming at you, you always have to stay centered in love, right? So stay centered in love, because you don't want to go where they are, right? They're like, they're playing their role in this game, in this play, right? So it's like, that's still you, right? It's causing, right? It may have caused different things, caused issues with a lot of people, but at the end of the day, it's still you. So, and you have to always not not be so reactionary, and wanting to like channel in a low vibration to something that's already on that side of the spectrum, right? You have to use your power, which is your light, which is your love, and always just know that you're doing it from that place of love and understanding that they're just playing a role in your reality. They're not allowed to be in your reality. I think a lot of people have accepted those energies unconsciously into their reality because of kind of the way they were programmed in this, for eons, right? People have been kind of programmed for eons to have a lot of fear, like with governments and things like that. So anyways, I hope this helps with yourself, and I hope the protection helps. I hope all the other things that I mentioned can help you. And again, just really using that power to command these things to leave. and always staying centered in love. I think that's really big here, is that you have to remember that, like, no matter what you're seeing, you have to be always from love. That will raise your frequency so much, right? Because if you're in a constant state of like fighting things, physically fighting things, right? You don't need, like, physically fighting things. Your power of your heart is so much more powerful when you can really be in that place of love and raise your frequency and the frequency of everything around you to attune your reality to a place where there is really love and oneness, right? So the more you can actually emanate that, and the more you can understand that you can act from that way in each and every situation, acting from a place of love, that is, I think, very powerful technique that I'm just sharing. So again, thank you so much for listening. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. If if you again have anything further that you would like me to speak about, please let me know in the comments, and I would love to make a video explaining that. So again, thank you so much.